Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. We are very close to the end of this fight and probably the entire game. So, I have been sending Caspar down here and to do so, I am curious. Let's see, will he be able to get to this guy next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, he will. That's great. Okay, so he's gonna go up in that chest, obviously. And then we can send Petra to the back and open the chest back here without even having to engage anyone if we wanted to leave Catherine alive. Though why wouldn't we want to take the Thunderbrand from her? I forgot there was another one of these doodads down here. So yeah, if we wanted to do that... Do we want to dismount here? And we could get over here instead of here. Not that that really... Oh, it does matter because that's a regular floor. Okay, yeah. Now let's do that. And then Byleth can come over here and put away. Actually, well, the important thing is, what are we going to trade away from Petra? Probably just that Iron Axe that's almost broken. Yeah, okay, so let's get out our other chest key for, say, our Silver Sword, whatever. Trade that, then store that and get the Silver Sword back out. And then get off a little bitty heal.
Inspired.
Now, one thing we could do, conceivably, is just... Oh, is this not... Oh, never mind. Okay, I was confused about attack ranges. I was going to say is we could potentially just go in after her. She must have Axe Breaker though. No, she doesn't. What does she have? She sure does have a lot of Avoid, though. Okay, so we could either just go open the chest now, or we could, like, take this guy out. I think I prefer to open the chest. A prayer ring? Isn't that just... Really? Really? It's so lame. That's, like... That's the rings I was equipping in, like, part 1. Like, what the heck? Ugh. Okay. This thing has a sword weakness. Not ideal. Thea's still back here, that's right. So we're not going to be able to use her to get
Sweet of you.
somebody in position this turn, really. I don't even know what she is going to be able to do, really. Let's have Lysithea heal Felix.
Ah, thanks.
think... Oh, actually, yeah, I can put Bernadetta here. And smite her. Yay. And then... Felix... Over here, I guess. You heal, I said, yeah.
That helps.
Probably don't need to be sending everyone over here, but... Attack with Meteor? No, thank you. It is sad not to be able to dance for anyone. Alright, we'll just stop right there. And next turn we'll go in. Alright, first, let's get this guy out of the way. Oh no! Well, so it goes. Maybe he takes 25 damage. Yep. Doesn't actually matter too much.
You're all going down.
Next turn, we find out what's in the chest. Bet it won't be exciting, given that the other thing was a frickin' prayer ring. Alright, so one thing we can do is just have Hubert melt... Oh, well, she is pretty dodgy. I do have a sword. Does that help? It does not. Wow. She does have a lot of crit. Ferdinand might be able to survive a crit. Just her 43. So she'd do 60 damage with a crit, ignoring any possible terrain effects, which would not kill him. On the other hand, she would double him. So that's not great. Can't smite her. I mean, she's not getting the avoid from the heal tile anyway, of course. I don't know where she's getting it from, to be honest. Yeah, the base value of 43 doesn't seem like crazy high. I guess it's just the Sword of Void plus 20 that's really turning this into something ridiculous. I don't know that I have anybody with Swordbreaker. Yeah, Sylvain has it, but not really the best candidate to go up against her. I guess you could use the arrow. I mean, what if we just used like a big old combat art? Which one does the most? Smash 60. So Smash just gives the most hit rate. I mean, if we get like Petra and Uber in range, that would be pretty good. Oh, this thing is... turn off Catherine's range. That'll make it clearer what's going on here. That guy's got a killer axe. That guy's got a silver axe. So we should take out the one with the killer axe. Which means using Mire.
Her will demands it.
Alright. So 80 to hit that. She doesn't actually one-shot. That's the problem. I mean, we could... Dorothea wasn't so dang far away. I mean, we can smite Bernadetta, and maybe she can do some chip damage. Maybe. I mean, if she hits, that's good enough. I don't think Violet's support is going to do anything with that. Oh, let's try it.
Everything into this battle. My body, my soul. Thunderbrand rumbles, urging me on. I am the goddess's servant. You will taste my blade.
Got her. Okay. About to get that movement +1, not that she can equip it. Makes it kind of useless, but... 70% chance. What, do we need the Amir? We do not. 80% chance. Alright, those are acceptable odds.
You too must fall.
Minor Crest of Saros.
Lady Rhea, my service ends here. It's been an honor.
Has it? She made you set fire to the city. I'm not saying we're blameless in this. Far from it. But, like... It's still pretty messed up. Alright, so... Yeah, we went over this. The only person who has this crest is, like... No, we were looking at... Was I looking at Crest of Charon? I don't remember. We're gonna send it to the convoy. There was somebody who had it, I want to say... Oh, and when I said we, I might have meant me during battle preps and not, like, in general. Oh, right, Lysithia. Yeah, so, I mean, I think you can still use it. It's just... But you can't use Foudroyant. You aren't the crest bearer. It's also possible that you still get the strike twice if initiating combat, though. which would make it a brave weapon, which would be pretty good. Better than the Creator's Sword, probably. Although, how fast is... Well, I mean, you still, if you quad, like, quadding's good. That's real good, so... Yeah. Wait, what? No, don't attack the wall. I want you to attack the... Oh, I see. Alright, fine. Ugh, just... Fine, just come across. Whatever.
With all of my might!
I can't believe there was a frickin' prayer ring hidden way up in the corner like that.
You're better than I thought.
What a bait. Gonna go after Petra? Okay. And this thing, I think... Do I want to ignore them? I kinda do. Let's see how this works out. 21% chance to crit. Yeah. It's weak to swords. We can't lure it up the stairs. I think we end up sending Bernadetta across, chip it, stuff like that. I don't know.
I owe you one.
I mean, I kind of do want to kill it. I want to get the crafting resources in case there's a post-game. Besides, at this point, there's just the two of them in Rhea left anyway, so... Not that much left to deal with. I guess Felix wants to go this way. Aw, she's 1 damage short. Sad. It's a lot of fire damage. Alright, open the chests. A speed wing. That's actually a good item. It's just a little late. It's quite a lot. $25, 19 crit. At the very least... Or actually... Oh, can Bernadetta not get far enough? She can. Okay, cool. So maybe 1 or 2 of these we can stun the thing and then get that whole thing going where it never counterattacks. Be nice. Movement +1.
I'm getting better.
Very nice. Oh, he can't reach from there. And you can't reach Bernadetta. You don't have warp left, but Somebody does. Lysithia. Let's do it. Hey there, Ignatz.
I want to do my part.
I needed that.
Now I think we go over here. Set her up to help with this thing too, I guess, maybe. This can actually come around the corner, so we can lure it around. Alright, so it's got that nice stun going. Man, you really just can't go anywhere, can you, Ferdinand? Still can't really. Means I guess I'll stay mounted. That's too far to make an attack. What's Byleth's luck like? 22? That's actually not that good. And that doesn't do damage. Stupid crit too high. It just gets Swordbreaker. What a jerk thing. Alright, well let's trade her an axe, so that isn't an issue. Oh, actually... get out. What'd she put in the convoy? This thing. Actually, let's also do this. Not gonna need this right now. Apparently you can make multiple trades, so that's cool. Alright, fire.
All is going to plan.
All according to Keikaku. That's
There's
pretty
still
nice.
room for improvement.
Though I don't know why she's so bad at getting speed. 22% chance to hit. Hubert. Oh, I guess you can just stick around and heal Byleth. As well as providing support. Oh, I forgot to mount him. Oh well.
It is all for Her Majesty.
Well, that sounded suggested. Oh my gosh. Forgot to have him get on his horse, is what I was trying to say. We'll send you down here. You might be able to help out. Next turn. What's this guy weak to? Lances?
Thanks so much.
Alright, let's see if he crits. 18%. Yup. God damn it.
So this...
These crit rates. Ugh. Alright, we really need to get back to before Petra attacked. That was the attack that was unsafe.
I will prevail.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These things are annoying.
For the Empire.
I guess I can just have Petra use a hand axe. Maybe I can't even do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I'd have had to get not have Edelgard there, so. Meh.
What's my strategy? Another victory. I'll use this power.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Well done.
And I forgot again, but it doesn't matter.
It is all for Her Majesty.
What's the plan?
That really helped.
I'll cut through. I'm awake.
Okay. No attack for this thing. Lots of fire damage.
I do this for all of us.
Yeah, so now we want her to attack this one. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fighting's all I do these days.
Yeah, how about that? Okay. Oh. Do we want to do this now? And Violet can't get there. Why not? Oh, frickin' the fiery floor. Ugh. I don't think breaking this thing prevents it from countering, so that's good. Fine. And now it has Sword Breaker. You know, I'm kind of regretting my choice to attack with Bernadetta. I think I actually needed to do is attack with Petra first. Because that way... I have to watch this again? Come on, game.
I will prevail.
This way we break a thing. So we get the stun thing, and it goes to 0, so it doesn't counterattack. Also, we can dance for Petra and have her break the other one. Yeah, okay, so we go here.
More fighting.
It does have an activated Sword Breaker. So maybe we don't end up actually using the sword. This doesn't probably really matter now.
Thank you.
Because we should be able to keep it stunned the whole time. I still don't entirely know how the stun part of this all works. Well, I guess that's worth going for, even though it's only at 63. It's 2 chances. Got it. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll just send Petra on over this way. Prepare to get this guy. Meanwhile...
I'll cut through.
Just do this. Break the barrier. Get the mithril.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Want you moving down this way? You're not doubling. What?
What's my strategy?
What? Oh, it has like no defense though. Holy crap. Is that what is that why they take so much damage after you break the barriers? Is that the base value plummets? Because I don't think it's that low normally. Yeah, it's like 22. That must be the reason. Never actually noticed that before.
For the Empire.
Makes sense though. Ah. Alright, sure. Edelgard's Silver Axe is almost out, but we can trade her another one of those. I have more in the convoy if we need to, which we probably won't need to. But we do need to. There is a way to deal with it. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna... This thing is weak to lances, so Byleth is not particularly... better off going that way.
Thanks so much.
Or rather, I don't get a particular benefit from sending Byleth that way. I'll just send Byleth this way.
I do this for all of us.
Yeah, I think...
What's the plan?
I'm gonna heal Bernadette, and she'll go down south, and then Sylvain won't, because realistically I'm never gonna get that guy in range of... Sylvain. But getting him in range of Bernadette is not at all unreasonable.
Let's make this quick.
You're a big help.
And if she frickin' had Physic, that would be really nice. Likewise, Ferdinand at this point is just too far away, so... Don't know where we want him, but... I guess we'll bring him over here and have him start smiting people back towards the boss.
Put me in there.
Oh yeah, Caspar, you're down here, aren't you?
I'm awake.
Guess we could go ahead and heal him.
I owe you one.
Roar. Alright, you. Wait, does that not reach? It looks like it reaches. Seems like it doesn't matter which spot I target, the range penalty is the same, which is interesting. Alright. I guess I might as well stay put. Let's after this one. Let's... Gain Swordbreaker. Well, I don't care about that. This guy got Nosferatu, that's not too scary, but... Oh no, Casper is healed. Well, whatever. I'll let him air phase next turn. Okay. Yeah, I think... Let's see, he's gonna come around. They're gonna... Take some more stuff. I mean, maybe I'll go ahead and use a Gambit. Kind of saving them all the Gambits for Rhea, although it's gonna watch it turn out to be the case that like they can't hit her. But I don't think they need help down there. Is going. That's
Sorry.
Felix probably not going to be too useful against Rhea, given that he has no Gambits. But who knows?
I owe you one.
Oh, as I recall, Rhea has like an anti-physical, most physical attacks thing, so should be prepared to use my magic users. Sword, lance, axe. So not bow, and not punching, but most of the relevant physical stuff. Okay. I guess we'll just keep using up the iron bow. Yeah, I don't... She's not in curve shot range, right? Can't hit the back one. It's fine. Oh. It gets to counterattack? Well, I guess it actually doesn't, because she's gonna... Or no, wait. What HP does it have? 24? Yeah. Alright. Never mind. We'll just... hit this one, I guess. Sure, Brave Axe. I don't really feel like risking 45 damage. It's not a lot. Even if it does have no crit rate for some reason. Alright. Meanwhile, let's at least start to scout out how we do over here. How does Gambit do? 80%. Okay. Okay. How about just straight up? Oh, he can't hit with his gambit though. Violet can hit because she's got like mad charm. Angry charm. Plus Lance doesn't do a whole lot. Alright, she does magic damage, that's why she's actually doing stuff on the counterattack. Shouldn't she have... So, that's got the check mark. Does that mean that that'll break us a whole piece of barrier? It might mean that. It's definitely something to consider. But I think the plan is going to be... What does Onslaught do? I think it just pushes them and she can't be pushed, right? Yeah. So if we don't want her to attack Byleth, and maybe we don't care. Yeah. I mean, Byleth isn't doing a lot of damage, but I don't think we actually care. So we could... I mean, she's not gonna move. So what we could do... is just have Byleth sit there. Or even just attack, get healed, and then sit there. Who else is totally safe? He's totally safe. How does Nosferatu look for him? Not great. Yeah, Miasma, that's probably the one that we want. Okay, so let's just start chipping here. I don't think there's any reason to bother with the Onslaught. I think we just... I didn't take out the... Oh wait, what is Hubert's hit right here? Good. Okay, so let's do that first.
I see that the years have not cured humanity of its folly. You still wish to hurt and betray my mother and myself.
Oh, she got him. But he can survive another attack. Alright, yeah, so... Well, the rapier is just better than the iron sword. Right? I guess the rapier does have a lower hit rate, but whatever. Let's store this and get out the Thunderbrand. Hey, look at that. Quadding. Do I want to be hitting other parts of her barrier? Maybe. Not really sure. Spreading the love or not? I think I probably do. Let's go with that.
Give her back Give back my mother!
Miss? Come on.
Watch and learn.
Alright, we only had to hit once to do what I wanted anyway. I guess I completely failed to talk about the fact that she's a 3x3, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so... probably will want to heal Hubert. We're done down here, right? Yeah, we're done. Okay, so... what was... 1% to crit? %8 to crit. Interesting. It's because he's got the reason thing. Yeah. Oh, hey. That's not bad at all. 33% chance to hit.
Nice fast.
Oh, that did nothing to her. I assume armor break will, but that did nothing. So should I just go for it with the Thoron? That actually isn't a kill for her if she hits him twice, so sure.
Pointless.
More of these I flat break. Closer I am to that armor break. I'm not sure how the barrier restoration stuff works with... like, if she does charges up for the big thing, and, like, if she's got barriers that are totally knocked out, do those get repaired? I actually can't remember. It's, you know, not great. Oh, he's the one who's got, like, the big ol' booming gambit. Only 65% chance to hit. Alright, and then what about... 3% chance to crit? That's not ideal. Oh. Only 36% chance to hit, though. He's got the fire equipped. Alright, yeah, so let's... I don't know why. Does he have Black Magic Avoid or something? That's exactly what he has. Okay. Good to know. Way to pay attention, me. So yeah, let's just go ahead and bust out one of these. Well, can we... we can't really boost that in any way. Also, did I set myself up so that Dorothea can't do anything whatsoever? I believe I did. Good job, me. Forgot about this.
Who's next? Get in line.
Alright, next turn he'll be able to do a little something. Dorothea, I just guess just get as close as you can. I'm just... let's see. Looks like this is the clearest path. Okay. Is that come over here. Oh, she can heal. Let's do that.
Acknowledged.
I don't know that there's any reason to put Lysithea in range, given that she can't attack. In fact, I'm quite confident that there is not reason to do so. Is this getting Gambit boosted? It is, so it's just that unlikely. Alright, well, here goes.
Let's get things rolling.
Got him. Alright, that's a lot of damage for that barrier. Get one more of those next turn, and her barrier is all but down. I'm a fan. Alright, Linhardt, you can just stay put, I guess. No reason to do that. Oh, up to 59. Unfortunate. It's too bad I can't get behind her. That'd be the best place to attack from with his Gambit right now. Okay. Curve shots. Mithril, hooray. Dead thing, hooray.
This battle is your last. Your death is not in vain.
Alright. Oh, she is charging up for her whatchamacallit, so... Let's see... You can get those two down with this Gambit.
Need me to save you?
Now's our chance.
Alright, how do you fare here, Lysithea? Not especially favorably. What are her activated abilities? Death Blow. Not so concerned about considering she makes magical attacks. I think she makes magical attacks. Yeah, she must, because... Oh no, it uses the lower of... But it's still... Seems like it... I'm not actually sure how that works. Magic Bind, that's pretty annoying. And Wrath, Wrath is quite scary. Actually, Casper can't do a thing. Okay, fine. Alright, what other gambits do we have? We got Blaze. I mean, The ideal is, I guess, we just do this and it works. I don't know if we can get anybody else into range in a time frame in which it would help, or whether it doing so matters. I'm willing to try it, though. 65%, and we do better by having even more people in Gambit assist range. What? That made it worse? How does that make any sense? What the heck? Because Linhardt has a lower support rank with him or something? Or doesn't have a... That's so dumb! Just pick the best ones! Come on, game. Alright, let's just Thunder with Felix so that he's in range. 1% crit. I'll risk it. Not a fan. Those numbers. Is there anybody... Latent ability is Death Blow, so that doesn't matter if she's stunned. Okay, sure. You can mire the back corner. And... that looks reasonable. Okay. Break the armor. He also gets a counterattack? Umbra Steel times 10 and stunned. Okay. So now we should be able to really put the pedal to the metal, so to speak. What's your most powerful spell? That doubles. Seraphim doesn't double. Miasma it is. Oop, no. Alright, just Dorothea left. Who can hit the hardest? Probably one of those two. And she's got more resilience than protection, so you would think you'd want to hit with a physical attack. Which might suggest using Byleth.
Thank you.
Huh. Dorothea got no XP from that. I guess. Or did I just blank out? I don't know what happened there. Thunderbrand, let's go. I think that'll be the... Yeah? Alright, so now she's at Magic Bind. What are you roaring about? Yeah, that looks pretty good, huh? Good idea to get this sword.
It's over.
Oof. Damn. Damn. Alright, she's got the Wrath. And 143 HP. But...
Much needed.
yeah, what the heck? Why are we suddenly not getting XP anymore? I mean, not that it really matters, but... Did she get scarier? Not really, but... Let me see. Reasonable chance of a kill here. We need... No, we'd need 2 crits, so not that likely. I would like to give the kill to Byleth. I think that'd be fun. Alright, let's just use up our last couple of miasma charges then. Silly dragon can't hit the broadside of a barn. Not you. How much more do I even need to guarantee the kill? 29? That'll do it.
I will not hold back.
Oh. 2% crit. Why not? Okay, so let's do some healing before we finish this up.
Sorry.
Because why not?
Perseverance is the key.
I think
Warding
I've mastered
blow.
it.
Feh.
Unexpected.
I'll This one's healing. You want healing. Actually, let's just... Well, no. It don't matter none anyway.
Thanks for helping.
Violet is down in HP. Alright, Sylvain, can you get over there? Or do you have a physic charge left? You do.
Well done.
Alright. Your wrath doesn't matter if you can't counterattack. "18 turns. Petra MVP. Seems reasonable.
When humanity stands strong, and people reach out for each other, there's no need for gods. Rhea, your reign of tyranny is over. The time has come. I'm ending this once and for all! Is it over?
Uh-oh. Whoops. Wait, she actually had like a crust implanted in her chest? Oh, not Super Saiyan anymore. So, Rip Sothis?
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fodlan. With the fall of Ferdiad, the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Church of Seros both vanished into the people's memories. Fodlan was finally one unified nation.
Hubert on the left.
Emperor Edelgard and the Adrestian Empire. Embracing her newfound power, Edelgard could at last set about destroying Fodlan's entrenched system of nobility and rebuild a world free from the tyranny of crests and status. Yet, beneath the surface, an unseen and silent struggle began to take shape. From her seat of power, Edelgard could at last wage war on those who slither in the dark.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm curious about, for sure. I have a theory.
The children of the goddess have been defeated at last. The shape of the world will be forever changed. Humanity is free now. The world is ours once again. Can you believe it?
It isn't over yet? Well, I guess that might be referring to the Slither in the Dark thing. But this is not the time for such comments.
I see. Well, one thing is certain. The fate of this world depends on the choices we make. It's possible that people would have been happier continuing to mindlessly obey the goddess. Our work is far from over, and we can't ignore the possibility that our enemies will resurface one day. I don't know what the future holds, but come what may, will you stay by my side? You chose to protect me at the Holy Tomb. Will you choose me again? What I'm trying to say is, I need you.
Huh.
You called me Elle. That means more than I can say. And this ring, it's lovely. Thank you, my dearest friend. I will happily accept it. I must admit, I feared my feelings would be unrequited. So long as I had you by my side, it never mattered how many enemies I amassed. You were all I needed. All this time, I longed to share my feelings with you, and it seems you wished for the same. Now, our wishes have come true. This feeling, it's overwhelming.
These are like not very different. Anyway. Poor Hubert.
I promise the same. Together we can achieve anything. We will crush those who slither in the dark and restore peace and order to Fodlan. I will then find a suitable successor and hand over the reins of the Empire.
You what, mate?
When all that is done, it will be just the two of us. I look forward to starting our life together in the light of a glorious new dawn. Yes, that is all we can do for now. We must remain focused on our goals. To think that I may truly call you my partner and equal now. The solitary reign of Edelgard has come to an end. From now on, we walk this path together.
What happened to
With
your
time
nose,
and
Edelgard?
care, the darkness shrouding this world will be lifted. You and I will become the light that shines over Fodlan, just as you have shined upon my life.
I assume there would have been some kind of conversation with her there if I hadn't given her the ring, but I don't know. So, okay, I guess we're going to this stuff. So my theory is that the DLC campaign will be to defeat those who slither in the dark. And the thing that, I guess that in and of itself isn't like a particularly insightful thing, but the thing that maybe makes it more interesting is, my thought is that might actually be true no matter which route you play. Obviously those who slither in the dark are set up as antagonists throughout the first part of the story, and so probably that's true no matter which house you're playing as. And I could see it being the case that in like basically all the other routes, the game culminates with you know, defeating Edelgard. Probably, I mean, maybe not in all three, but I would guess that that's going to be the case. But then, you know, that means that they're still out there, presumably. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would say there's a pretty good chance of that. So are we gonna see unit records now? Alright. I didn't plan for this the way that I did with my Radiant Dawn LP, but time to guess the top 5. Okay, so number 1, Petra Edelgard. Number 2, the other one. Number 3, I don't know if it's gonna be Byleth. It might be Hubert. It might be Caspar. Probably not Caspar. It took him a while to get going. Bernadetta's not going to be there. None of my recruited people except maybe Sylvain. Wait, what happened to... What happened to him taking that position from Edelgard? Also, why is Shamir listed after him? She had fewer victories. She became Robin Hood? Okay, sure, why not? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Byleth 3rd, Caspar 4th, Hubert 4th. Oh, what about Ferdinand? What? Wait. What? They got together? What the hell? What? Alright, so Hubert had 131 victories. These pairings, are they fixed? It seems unlikely, but... Surely Sylvain's max support wasn't with Felix. Sylvain had 98, so he's behind Hubert. Aspar's behind Hubert. What? How did they decide Caspar was married to Petra? What the heck? It's so arbitrary. What? Okay, so right now it's Petra, Hubert, Caspar, Bernadetta, Ferdinand. Oh wow, Byleth was tied with Caspar. Okay, and so it is Petra first, Edelgard second, Hubert third, Byleth and Caspar tied for 4th. Those are your top 5. So, did I say Hubert? I mean, I talked about it. I guess I didn't give a definitive guess, but... I mean, those are basically the 5 that I thought it would be. Okay, so time to give some planned closing thoughts, I guess. So I've heard that people think that the Edelgard route is rushed or worse than the others. I obviously don't have a point of comparison. I think it's definitely I don't know if they mean rushed in terms of just the pacing or rushed in terms of like the development effort and like that isn't as polished as it could be. It definitely feels rushed in terms of pacing to me in part 2. Part 1 is so much longer than part 2. But I can't imagine that there's more chapters in the other routes, so that's kind of weird. Like it would, that is to say, it would be weird if the other ones didn't feel as rushed, but who knows? Well, I'm sure plenty of people know, but I don't. Anyway, I mean, altogether, I definitely think the story in this game is, you know, much stronger than Fate's, clearly. I think compared to Echoes, it's more interesting. The pacing problem, if anything, is like the opposite of what Echoes has. So Echoes, in my experience, got like really draggy towards the end, and part of that is just because of the game mechanics, not the story itself. Like you end up having to, like, if you try to do all like the quests and stuff like that, do the dungeons, you end up like sort of retracing your steps a lot and going long times between story missions. And obviously with the monastery here, you can go a fairly long time between story missions, but there's a consistent reinforcement while you're doing that about them, because the dialogue of like the characters in the monastery and stuff like that focuses on what's going on in the story, so you still like thinking about it. And it also doesn't drag on in a sort of more open-ended way. It's pretty constrained. Like you explore the monastery, you do some teaching, you do maybe some auxiliary battles, but it's a pretty like set consistent set of things that you do in between story missions, so it doesn't have that same sense of like, oh, like what is going on with the story again. So and to be clear, like I thought Echoes was overall like a strong story game, so for, you know, to potentially compare favorably to Echoes is a good thing. I do think that yeah, so basically of the games I've played, I think it's up there in terms of story quality, just based on this route. Really, you know, I think it could have used more tying up of some of the loose ends that I assume will be tied up in some of the other routes and or the DLC. Like I think that, you know, that the splitting stuff up has a tendency to lead to things not standing up as well on their own. And I think there's some of that going on here where, you know, did we ever find out anything about Yuritsa or the Death Knight? No. You know, we didn't confront those who slither in the dark. So, I mean, yeah, I guess I think that, oh, well, okay. There you go. Thales and Arundel and Yuritsa and the Death Knight have the same voice actor, so that's telling. Spoilers. Nader and Gwendol have the same voice actor. I can't imagine that they're the same character. So if Thales or Thales or whatever is Arundel, then that probably means he's masquerading as him. But which makes a certain sort of sense. Like maybe Arundel didn't actually survive any more than those other people did. Oh, voice directing, Greg Chun. Cool. But yeah, it seems hard to imagine that there's in this, if you have the same number of chapters, that there's space for that to be resolved in the other routes. but I'll find out relatively soon because I will be playing another one of the routes after this. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess I think that the best parts about the story in this game are have more to do with sort of like the world building in this setup than like the conclusion, the climax. I mean, that again, that may be different in the other routes, but here it felt like, you know, we did knock out the Lesser Alliance very quickly, and even the Kingdom and Church went down in what, like 3 battles or something like that. There's sort of not really a payoff for Sothis. Like, she does the thing where she like merges with you, and then the implication is that like she is Rhea's mother, but there's not really like a payoff to like Sothis having a view on like you being, you know, you fighting against her child, if that's what's going on. Like, she merges with you and that gives you the green hair, but then there's like something in your heart and it breaks. You killed Rhea. It's not really clear why Sothis would be affected by that, given that that was her kid, not like her herself or whatever. But, and like Rhea put you in, or put Sothis in you or something when you were a baby, but then like it's not like she's like, you know, give her back as if it wasn't her own fault. Like, there's not a lot of like self blame on Rhea's part, which is kind of odd. Anyway, there's some kind of unresolved stuff there, but I mean I think I like the, it's not the first game with the whole like let's throw down the gods, you know, so that humans can do their thing. Like, Radiant Dawn basically does that, and so does Echoes, I assume Gaiden as well. But I think the way that they approached it in this game was a little bit more interesting, in that it wasn't just about the gods themselves, it was also about like the crest and the way that the effect that has on the nobility. And in particular, I like the focus on how like the social structure is affected by the crest. I think that's a really interesting and strong part of the game, and something that a lot of fantasy would benefit from more of, is like following through on the implications of like, well, gee, if you had this like magical thing going on in your world, what would that do? So I like that a lot. And I will be interested to see on the other routes, like what if anything the various leaders do with that or do about that. I'm still really confused about Lysithea being the only character I could spare and recruit. That was so random. Like, all the other ones, even the ones who didn't have like any sort of indication that they were interested in fighting to the death, like, did so anyway. I mean, there were a couple of, as I said, a couple of Golden Deer members who just didn't show up at all. Lorenz, Raphael, maybe there's some others. I don't think so, but maybe. Marianne? I don't think we killed Marianne. Anyway, I don't really know what the reason was for that. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? I mean, I could talk about the gameplay. So, I mean, I mentioned that I think the game overall is easier than I would like it to be. I stand by that. The last chapter was pretty difficult, just in terms of like the number of enemies that have like dangerous gambits or abilities. I think trying to play the last chapter quickly, which I did not really do. I mean, and I also went out of my way to like kill extra stuff that I didn't need to. And honestly, like, yeah, you clearly don't need to open those chests. Like, going and getting the Thunderbrand, I think that's a good idea. I do, but I think if I were going to play that chapter for speed, I might just go up the right side, like kill Catherine, ignore the rest of the map, and then just focus down Rhea. Having done that, I mean, you might have to kill some of the enemies in the middle that are close to her, so you don't have to engage them while you're engaging Rhea. But anyway, the point is, that map's fairly challenging. I think it could be quite challenging if you had, if you were trying to low turn it. But overall, the game is not like especially difficult. It's certainly easier than playing Sacred Stones on 0% growth, but I also think it's easier than Radiant Dawn hard mode, which isn't necessarily saying a lot because that's quite challenging, but nonetheless. So I'm looking forward to seeing the harder difficulties. I think overall, in terms of other mechanics, I mean, I've expressed a lot of my thoughts along the way, but let's see if this is this the time to keep talking about this, or done here? Well, we're done, but I'm done. I have to press a button. I think I had to press a button. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's another thing I need to figure out is, am I going to play New Game Plus for the next route? So I guess before I sign off here for this playthrough, I'll talk a little bit about that. I've talked about a lot of my thoughts on the mechanics. I'll share them, continue to share them as I go along. But you know, if I want to do a comprehensive review, I'll do that as a separate video. So I don't feel obligated to say everything I think about it right now. So yeah, my plan is, I think I'm going to do the Golden Deer next. Oh. I guess we are getting to the trailer. I don't know if there'll be like a different set of content in here. That sometimes they change the trailers after you've beaten the game. So I'm kind of curious to check that out. We didn't really learn anything about Nemesis either, actually, come to think of it. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm thinking I want to do the Golden Deer just because I was intrigued by the Claude and the Almerians bit. I am less intrigued by... Oh, well, that wasn't in the original thing. They're all dying. I don't think Nader was in there either. Anyway, I'm intrigued by that. I want to see what happens with that. I'm less intrigued by what I saw from Dimitri, although I've heard good things about the Blue Lions route. But I mean, I'm gonna play them all, so it doesn't necessarily matter. The other thing is that I definitely intend to for my next playthrough to be like a more fast and tightly edited experience. This one was really meant to be just totally unvarnished look at like what it's like to play the game. So I guess we'll do this so that doesn't get triggered again. But you know, no hiding stuff. You know, you just what's the experience of playing the game for the first time? And I think that unquestionably led to some slow and unengaging bits. You know, like fishing and spending extra time in the monastery and battle preparations when they start to drag on and things like that. And I know that can happen with Fire Emblem games. So now that I've had a playthrough where I really, put that all out, I think for the next playthrough, it's going to be focusing on the stuff that stays interesting. So, I probably won't, for example, show any of the teaching sessions. I'll probably just talk about, okay, here's here's what I'm doing with these units. Here's my plan. You know, here's when they promote, sort of thing. On the monastery, I might do like a dialogue, walk through, because the dialogue might change, right? And I'll show like all the supports, for example. So, you know, I'll go around the monastery and show like, you know, what the people say, but I'm not going to show like picking up all the hidden items and doing the fishing and doing the gardening. Like, you know, at some point maybe I won't even do those things, but I'll see how I feel. So it's not, and same thing, you know, battle preps. I'll just talk about what I think is worth talking about, and otherwise just get to it. So it's not going to be like an efficient playthrough. I'm probably not going to try for something like that until I played other routes. But at least from here going forward, any subsequent playthroughs I do of this game, even, you know, blind first time through the route playthroughs, are just going to be you know, more tightly focused on what I think are the engaging bits. So hopefully, instead of being like 100 hours and, you know, 90 plus parts, it'll be, you know, half that or something. I don't know exactly what to expect in terms of time, but I imagine it'll be quite a bit shorter. So hopefully, for people who, you know, thought this got draggy at times, that'll be better. In any case, that will do it for this playthrough. So if you've gotten this far, thank you very much for watching, and I'm impressed with your dedication. And if you just popped in to see the ending, well, thank you for checking that out, and I hope that you will be interested in my upcoming playthrough, which, you know, as I said, will probably be a little bit more, or a lot more, engaging in terms of where the focus is and how long it takes. So that's, yeah, I guess I will, like I said, I'll share any additional thoughts I have on the game as a whole as I go along. I don't want to drag this video out any longer than I need to, so I'll look forward to seeing you next time for some Golden Deer action. Until then.